God, really? Oh my, bisexual.
Bisexuals on your screen. Mother, may I?
Oh my God. Damn.
Damn.
Never.
Never would I ever be a bisexual woman.
Yeah.
I'm just a homosexual. That's a lie.
Oh my God. Yeah, literally. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, are we corpsing? We're just going straight into it. I mean, I'm counting my pile of mountains.
We always do like a little bit of like pre-banter, and I've just gotten the habit, because like the last couple of podcasts, we just like dove right into it to the point where like I had to click start because we were just saying good things, and then we ended up like editing that in because like, so like we're like the queens of cold opens, I guess, where it's just
queen of cold cuts, queen of cold opens. We've got the meats, Arby's.
Yeah, we got. That's right. We've got the meat.
We've got the meat. I don't know why I keep doing this, but I'm like,
it works. You're killing it.
Live and
love. Yeah, I don't know, because this one's just gonna be fun. This one's gonna be extra casual, because it's literally just like, what does your deck say about you?
What does your deck say about you? What does your playstyle say about you? And how can my dad beat up your dad, but in a way that feels good for me?
Yeah, that's right. And how can my dad beat up your dad in a way that feels bad for you?
How can my dad beat up your dad in a God-honoring way?
In a God-honoring way, yeah, that's right. Mine never do that. Like, I'm gonna be like, in terms of God-honoring Magic decks, I don't. My Magic decks are like the most like, they're like the. I mean, because, like, what are the decks that I've built that I'm, like, most known for? First and foremost is the Sliver deck.
Yeah.
Right? Which, like, sadly, I don't have a deck list for that, which I'm really sad about.
I mean, we'll figure that out eventually.
We can rebuild it. It's not that difficult to, like, rebuild, I don't think.
I mean, it was basically just the rack and also stasis and also land hate.
Yeah.
And also World Slayer Sword was there.
Yeah.
Like, it was everything you'd want in a Slivers deck, and nothing that you'd want to see on a board state opposite you.
Yeah, literally. But it didn't win. It never won, and it never needed to.
Right, because you like playing decks that are bratty and needy.
Oh, wow.
Hi, hello. On this episode of My Dad Can Beat Up Your Dad, Benny and I are going to be talking about how you play Magic is very indicative of how you behave in other aspects of your life.
Yes, which is real and true, confirmed by real transgender patriots. This is science, everyone, that we're about to do right here.
This is proven by God.
Oh my god. I guess, like, I will go and lean into, like, some of the new decks. Like, some of my decks are, like, really obvious, like, the vibe that it goes for, which is, like, Ariete. Like, Ariete is, like, just the archetypal, iconic Dami Mami commander, right? Which is, like, she doesn't let your creatures attack you, like, her, right? And she throws a bunch of enchantments down on the board that stops everything else from happening. Your creature is still there, but your creature's a little tied up in the moment.
Your creature is in timeout because he was being a bad boy.
That's right.
Your creature was being a very bad boy, so we had to put him in timeout, okay? Yeah.
If you're good, I have enchantment removal, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, I just use hold for ransom, so you could pay the 7 mana and get your little mana dork back, I guess. But not yet.
Jesus.
Like,
yeah, it's like, and it's funny. It's a funny deck to play against, but it's like, I mean, this deck is not beating the Magic the Gathering is just foreplay allegation.
It really isn't. Oh my god, no, it really is not. Because, like, the thing about that deck is, it doesn't really win super hard. Like, I have tried to, like, build in, like, win cons. Yeah. But every time I run into, like, a win con that would really work, I'm like, I feel like that adjusts the flavor of the deck in a little bit different way, where I'm like, okay, like, it's fun. It's a really fun deck to play, though, because it, like, either people all immediately realize that you're the problem, or they think that you're not doing anything until all of a sudden they're like, where did all my life go?
Yeah.
Or, why is your life total 60 right now, Benny?
How did that happen?
How did that
happen?
I don't understand what happened here.
Why is the bunnicorn so big?
Literally though, why is the bunnicorn so big? It doesn't look like you have a board state, and it's like, it doesn't look like, because my enchantments are on your side.
Yeah,
of the
my
table.
board state's like, it's our board state.
Yeah, it's our board state.
Which, like, that being the problem on other people's board states, I feel like is some of the most fun a girl can have without taking off her clothes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And so, like, that's kind of been like the go-to deck that I've been building decks a lot like that, actually. Like the Muldrotha deck that I'm building is kind of like that. But I don't know what the goose. I'm gonna force you to do the mental legwork of like.
Yeah, I was like, oh, how does the goose? The goose is like, I'm here, I'm queer, I'm ready to party. Like, oh my god, because it's loud and declaring yourself to be the problem.
Yeah. It does demand a lot of attention.
If you aren't paying like due diligence, your goose is cooked, which then can let someone else take off with the win, which I guess in many ways is a very submissive trait. And maybe a more like in a group setting.
Yeah.
It's liking all the attention on you for.
It is, because it's like you put the goose down and the goose will kill somebody next turn, because like, you wait till the goose is like a 10-10 or like a 20-20 and you've got something else.
Yeah, if
like,
you've got
like if you got like Primal Vigor with you, or you've got the what's it called that like doubles the power and toughness whenever you attack.
Hell.
So I've got that card in it, and so it's very much like, I would like attention now. My goose is on the table.
Yeah.
Like,
and then someone has to swoop in and be the fucking goose killer. And I hate it. I hate it, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's like, God. Yeah, compare. All of my decks are just like, I don't know what words I can say on YouTube.
Oh my god.
I mean, I've got the Toxic Girlfriend deck.
Your decks are always an assertion or a declaration of dominance, but with a question being posed at the end, right? Is like, will it resolve, right? Yeah. Will it resolve? Like,
does it resolve?
Does it resolve?
Just realized that's like a really blatant hickey.
Oh my god. Iconic. Perfect fit.
Live, laugh, love. Yeah, no, like these swords do other things, kids.
Oh my god.
No, but right, because we've got Rhea, who's the toxic girlfriend, who's going to just like show up, make your life hell for a little. Like, she's here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
Usually your friends are like, get rid of her. Yeah. She's terrible for you. Or we've got Massacre Girl, who she's very clingy, she's very needy. She's going to remind you that she's here every turn by stabbing you a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't really know how Krenko fits into this. I mean, she brings the party.
I mean, oh my god, Krenko is a party. Are you kidding me? Like literally, I think Krenko is easily like the most you deck. Like, easily. Like, it's goblins. So like already you've got like this like chaotic energy where everybody's like, what are these goblins gonna do? Like, and like,
I'm gonna cause problems on purpose.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do land destruction.
Yeah. No, for real, because it's like, like Bugs shows up and all of a sudden the game feels like it's gonna be moving a lot faster and getting more interesting, right? Like, it is a deck that is on some level predictable because it's these goblins that are gonna fuck things up. But the goblins walk into the room, you know exactly what they're gonna do. Yeah. It's a goblins deck. Like, there's no. I mean, I think the biggest hidden thing in it is that there's red counter spells, kind of. Yeah. There's planar chaos. There's possibility storm. I want to put Goblin Game in it because it's just like, Oh my god. But yeah, or like, I mean, I guess the deck that I'm working on right now with the other mono red deck is
mono red aggro that's based around combat and goading other people into combat. I couldn't tell you what that means.
So this is literally like this is what Bugs' decks do, right? Is they show up and they immediately challenge somebody to wrestle them.
Yeah, that is my decks show up and they crack their knuckles and say, who wants to throw down?
Like that's
hey freaks. Like, I'm here for a good time. Yeah, no, I mean, like,
and it's like I think it's one of the very few respectable spins on mono red. Because, like, in my opinion, the average mono red player is like, I want to show up, I want to play solitaire, I want to play solitaire fast. I want to get what I want as fast as I can without thinking about what anybody else is doing.
I am a generous player.
Yeah, you are a very generous Magic the Gathering player that allows other people to play.
I love when people get to play Magic. I want all of your creatures to be playing Magic constantly.
Yeah, yeah. Because there is a fun way to play nobody takes their turn, right? There's a fun way to do that where everybody is like, ooh, when am I going to be able to cast a spell again? Please, somebody have removal.
Mother, may I?
Mother, may I? Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Mother, may I cast a spell? And I'm like, let's wrestle, kids.
Yeah,
let's fucking go.
Oh
my god. Yeah, I mean, like, Slicer hired muscle paired with the Avatar of Slaughter, that just sounds like good night.
Yeah.
Look, I just like, let's punch each other really hard.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think especially in Commander, where it's this like multiplayer situation, everyone is so easily bogged down by like choice paralysis, where it's like, well, they might do something.
Yeah.
And I like building a deck that says, well, look, I'm going to be doing something, and if I can help it, I'd like you to be doing something too.
Yeah, yeah.
And either that's like taking a lot of damage on my turn, even though I'm not swinging because I think it's funny, or I'm gaining a lot of life, and it's just like, hey, you didn't call last night. Are we okay? Like, are we cool? Like, I like, look, are we good?
Yeah.
Or, hey, let's fucking, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, and maybe up to a little bit of, like, shenanigans and scheming, because, I mean, I feel like my, how would you describe, like, I mean, the Oops All Villains deck, the Saruman deck, is, like, kind of goblins, it's kind of mischievous, it's kind of just, like, no, that's look at all my stupid human tricks.
Yeah.
That has, like, my funny combos in it, and, like, I run Urza lands in it for, like, some reason.
Like, that is, like, that deck is very much, look what I can do, parentheses, malicious. You know what I mean? Like, it's like...
Look what I can do, parentheses, think faster than orc.
Literally.
And also sometimes 2020 flying creatures. And just other hilarious guys. Like, it's not... Why combo off when I can just show you funny cards?
Yeah.
Like
that is like, look what I can do, and like somebody pulls like a knife out of their boot and like throws it on like a random target that you didn't even realize was there.
That's
type of, like, look what I can do.
And that's also Satoru.
Yeah.
That's also very much Satoru. Yeah, because it's like it's fun to just like have. It's fun to have a deck that telegraphs that it's going to just be up to some shenanigans.
Yeah.
And then just like try to like iterate on how much more I can deliver that, where it's like, okay, yeah, obviously it's Satoru. It's, look, I taught all these Eldrazi how to do like flips and shit.
Yeah.
But also there's some funny guys in there that I'm like, yeah, what if like, I don't know, I had like 3 Jingataxies in there.
Oh my god.
I like Jingataxias. And he's funny, and I like making this spindly freak do a backflip.
Oh my god. And that's it right there, right? Enjoying making spindly freaks do backflips.
I might enjoy... Yeah, no, I think that's actually... Yeah, I'm gonna make spindly freaks do backflips or punch each other for my amusement.
Yeah.
That is like, and I guess the question then is like, have we always built decks this way?
I think the answer is yes and no.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I think everybody to some degree builds deck these ways without like
you're building a deck that's your
it.
personality.
Yeah, your deck is gonna reflect your personality to a certain extent, and so like, I don't know, you know me, like, so like my default like these are some of my favorite decks to do are like the like sliver deck that doesn't really do anything, or like the reborn like rack, right, as like commander, where it's just like it's just kind of like it demands attention. It demands attention.
Yeah.
Even my blue-green decks, it's a different flavor of demanding attention because that's look what I can do, and I'm like pulling a rabbit out of my hat.
Yeah, yeah. You're doing funny magic tricks.
Like,
and
yeah.
Oh wait, okay. Your look what I can do is pulling a rabbit out of your hat. My look what I can do is that thing when you put your hand out on a table and you have a knife and you're like going back and
literally exactly. But I think everybody does it, and like the decks you build sort of reflect like kind of like where you're at in the moment. Like, I don't know, like the Ariete deck and all those other things are like, you know.
I would love to see like on a long enough timeline, like what decks does someone build over the course of like what do you try to brew over the course of like 5 years? Or like, and more importantly, like what did you start to brew and then didn't? And like see like what little flashpoints that was. Because like I keep orbiting a like, I'm making a zombies deck. I'm gonna make a zombies deck. I need to do this. And so I like crammed that as like a side like typal thing in Massacre Girl, and I'm like, this feels tacked on, and so I'm working on Tormod zombies thing, but I'm like, is it gonna work? I don't know. Like, it's because it's fun, they're freaky guys, but it's not like is this actually resonant to how I want to play? Or see also like I've got that the Brenner Ginger Sculptor, which feels like very, very out of line for me because there's nary a swamp or a mountain in sight there.
Yeah, true.
And those are like good colors. They're the good colors.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, blue's good.
I mean, that is like the whole discussion is like, because I think ultimately like even just the colors that you play like kind of speak a lot to your character.
Yeah.
Like mono blue players, okay? Like very, very like I'm gonna control what's happening. Very like, especially if you're just doing mono blue, it's very much like I'm gonna control what's happening. Not really much is gonna happen unless I say it happens. And then once we get close to the end, I'm gonna do something big and fantastic, and it's gonna be all for me.
Yeah, then you're gonna play Omniscience and be the funniest person in the room.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna like, you know, Cyclonic Rift everything and whack everyone with a fucking whale.
Yeah. That is like it's like a whole different type of Dami Mommy that's not Ariete, I'm gonna punish you. It's very much like no, I'm just gonna tell you what you're gonna do the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, no. Mother, may I cast a spell? You have 6 untapped islands and 12 cards in your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly. And like, so like, yeah, I that is like mono blue. Somebody's like a mono blue player. I feel like that's gonna like, that is definitely gonna translate into their personality.
And that's why Grixis is fun, because you get to splash a little bit of that into swamp.
What colors is the Grixis again? It's red.
It's red, blue. Yeah, red, blue, black. Which is red.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah.
And there's really only 2 colors in Magic: red and green.
Oh my god. I mean, that's kind of true.
Blue is sometimes green. White is green. Blue's the one that goes back and forth. But like, white is green.
White is like barely an entity to me in Magic. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even like white can be green or black. Like, I'm gonna be real.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
yeah, the way I play white, yeah.
Like, white is definitely the most evil color.
Yeah, it is.
In Magic the Gathering, like by a wide margin.
Unless it's with red.
That's fair. Because if you're doing like red and white, I think Jenny, then it's fine.
White's only evil when it's paired with black. But then it's like doubly evil because that's where you get a lot of that good like Phyrexian synergy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of white cards are just like really evil, like the life gain with angels and stuff.
Yeah, like angel. Yeah, no, I guess. Yeah, like white gets the best wraths. All the life gain shit
and stuff.
Vampires.
Like, yeah, vampires. Yeah, I think white is like the most evil deck, and like
white is evil.
Like, it's very toppy. Let's be real. Okay, with like white as like a color in Magic, it is very much like
it's. Yeah.
Like, you are gonna establish a position of authority, okay? Like,
well, because you got like white has so many good stacks pieces. Like Smothering Tithe would never feel right as anything else other than like a mono white card.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
100%.
Oh my god, part of me wishes that you needed to pay like, only unique planes for it instead of what it's a 5-drop, right? 4 and a white, yeah. 4?
No, 3 and a white.
It's 3 and a white. Okay. Even better. But yeah, like it should just be 4 planes. Like that it's such a good card. Or like
it's a really good card. It's like very iconic. And it is very much like, are you gonna pay the tax?
Yeah, which is different than like other like pay pieces like Rhystic Study, I feel like. Yeah. Like Rhystic Study is a very blue tax.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, you're doing that, I'm doing that too. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Cute. Oh, look. Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Oh, you're gonna draw a card? What if I drew a card too? No big deal.
Oh my god.
Whereas Smothering Tithe is more like,
did you pay the tax?
Did you pay the 2?
Are you allowed to do what you're doing right now?
Are you paying the 2?
Are you gonna pay the 2?
Are you gonna be a good girl and pay the 2?
Oh, you're not. You're gonna let me get a little
look, I get something shiny.
Yeah.
Because you didn't pay the 2.
Thank you for these treasure tokens, sweetie.
It's like that.
It's like that.
Like, and like, and that's like white, right? Yeah. Like as a color.
Where I feel like
green is a bottom color. Green is look at me. Like it's like, look at me. I've got a dragon. Isn't this cool?
Yeah, like look at this big dinosaur I found.
Yeah, meanwhile white is like, I'm gonna chain your dragon to the rocks.
And Fire is like, I have a knife. Yeah, Fire is like, hey, you're gonna learn something real new about yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about like cumulative like enchantments that like trigger on upkeep for red are all just like pain cards for the table.
Yeah.
Like, are there any that? Because, I'm thinking, again, like, with this frickin' pile, we've got, like, Descent into Avernus, All Will Be One, where it's just, like, yeah, these cards just hang out and slap you.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes, All Will Be One's directional slap, but...
Yeah.
Sometimes the table needs to be slapped around.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna make a controversial statement here, okay? I think black is a very bottom color. Especially when you're talking about graveyard play, where it's like, you can kill all my creatures if you want to. Like...
No. See, counter argument. Yeah, fucking kill it. Try it. It's just gonna get worse for you.
Maybe. I feel like, I guess there's 2 ways to play it in that regard then. And black does have a lot of menace, right?
Yeah. It's all menace. It's all wacky. It's all, I'm killing your shit. I'm killing you. I'm getting more powerful while I kill you. I'm winning here.
Yeah.
And even if you're trying to win, you're losing.
But, like, even black, though, has a lot of self-punishment involved in it, where it's very much like...
Yes.
Like, you're gonna take a beating, like, in that process. Whereas, like, blue and white do not like to take a beating.
No.
Like, they're like white is like, I'm gonna gain life, and blue is like, don't do anything to me. Don't touch me. Don't even look at me, really.
Sometimes having fun hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, is green the only, like, quintessentially bottom color? Like...
One could argue that red's a bottom color, I feel like. Red's a bratty. Red can be a bratty color.
Red is definitely a bratty color. If, like, my version of mono red that I hate, just a simple red deck wins with no goofball energy whatsoever, in my opinion, is, like, Can you even call that person a top at that point? Because they're just playing solitaire with somebody else in the room. Like that's like. Like,
Yeah.
like that's like the like I went to the deck list and I got just like the top 10 in standard red deck wins deck, and then that's all I ever play in standard and show up and get third place every time. Like,
yeah, or I think that it's the way that I like to play red is like, I'm gonna play red tonight. Okay, cool. I hope you like seeing your life totals go down. I like everyone. Look at me. Our life totals are going to go down a little bit faster than we're used to.
Yeah.
Things are going to get a little rough. Things are going to get a little hasty. But look, everyone's going to get the haste. It's almost like I like to play red a little bit, almost like a group huggy.
Yeah.
With a couple enchantments. You know, it's I like when things are global.
Yeah.
Like, no one can block.
It's yeah. I mean, it's like this chaotic goblin energy that like creates a party, right? Yeah. Whatever's happening, it's gonna turn into a party.
We're here to have a good time.
Yeah.
Here for a good time, not a long time. Like I'm a firm believer that a game of Commander can last 15 minutes. Should last 15 minutes sometimes.
Oh my god.
Well, like, just because it's also like it's impulsive. It's like acting and then thinking, and it's not even impulsive, it's intuitive.
Yeah.
That's my
very vibes based.
That's my argument for like, no, red is a thinking player's deck, but you don't have to necessarily be thinking your thoughts. You just gotta feel it. Just use the force. Just like figure out like, okay, yeah, we're gonna mountain tap, mountain tap. We're hitting you with goblins and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just establish a board state, establish a presence, and be the most wizard you possibly can. Because it's a little fun, and then people bring you back because it's like, oh, she brings a little magic to the table.
Yeah. I mean, it is true. Like, that's one of those things that's really wild, is like playing with bugs. Like, you forget that like most people don't play toxic decks, and so like you will build a deck around being like, okay, how do I deal with like toxic killing me in 10 as opposed to like 40, and then you'll play with other people and you're like, why is this game taking so long? And you're like, oh
right, because I like playing lots of magic. Like so this is, if blue and red both like playing lots of magic, the difference is I'm gonna see way more of your decks. Because I want to see your cool cards. I'm going to kill you. We're going to go through this one. Then we're going to see the next one. We're going to kill you. We're going to see the next one. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god.
At some point I'll build myself a mono green deck.
Yeah,
I think
like
I should.
Really should.
I feel like I owe it to, well, because it's like, I don't know, because what would it be? Would it be, well, because if I'm doing mono green, I'm gonna just start adding all the Phyrexian stuff and add like the big stompy toxic guys, because I want this over with. So we're just putting in like all of the like, toxic 4, toxic 6, toxic 8 creatures.
Yeah.
And then Helm of the Host.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then doing like Finale of Devastation. And I hit everyone really hard. Green doesn't need to be a bottom deck.
Green is like so vulnerable as a deck. Like literally. Like,
I don't like the...
I'm a little Llanowar. Oh, so I just tap for 1 mana. You wouldn't want to hurt me, would you? But everybody does. Everybody is like, look at that little elf there. I want that twink obliterated. Like, that is literally... Like, you play green, and you'll be like, I just want to play this simple little magic game. I want my little guys on the field. And people are like, no, your elf doesn't go anywhere.
No, what you do is you do, like, all of the having your creature fight other creatures cards. You make the biggest bear imaginable and have it punch someone.
Yeah.
That's how you play it without being, like... Okay, so that's the thing. That's the difference. Is the further you get away from, like, humanoid, like, creatures... in green, I think the less bottomy it stays, because it's hard to do, like, the difference, I think it's palpable. The difference between creating 1/1 elves and 2/2 bears. The bears are here to throw down.
Yeah.
The bears are here to party.
I think we have to go to color combos if we're really talking about like what says what, because like within each color there's because like theoretically every deck should like every color should have win cons.
Yes, every color
like every color should have big guys. Every color should have like
controversial. Actually accurate, but controversial statement I'm about to make. The most bottomy color combination. Take a guess.
I would say blue-green.
5 color.
5 color?
5 color.
Ooh, okay, that's actually...
Look at me, I'm doing big flashy wizard things. Ha 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 ha.
Plus you're gonna trip over yourself the whole time. Because literally it's like, oh no, I can't get any mana. No shit, you're running out of 5 color.
Oh, I mean, like, that's maybe a good problem, baby. But, like...
I know, but that's like...
That's called build your mana base fucking better.
No, but in a 5 color deck, like, it's not just like, just build your mana base better. It's like, this is 5 colors. This is hard to do.
No,
like, it's expensive to build, like, a 5 color mana base.
No.
Like...
Having, like...
But you are right. Like,
I think that, like, there's nothing toppy about being because okay, even if you're able to like confidently and competently pilot a 5 color deck, it's like, that's nice, sweetie. Cute.
Yeah, but what happens when I destroy one of your lands?
What happens when I Armageddon?
Or Blood Moon?
Yeah, oh yeah, Blood Moon.
What happens when I Blood Moon?
What happens when I Blood Moon? Like, baby girl, you got enough basics to play that thing? Oh, you got like one of each. And Wasteland. Like, now you don't have...
I have artifacts that tap for mana. Like,
farewell. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're
like,
right. That's like, honestly, like the most bottomy deck I ever built was that Sliver deck, and that's like 5 colors. And,
you're sure getting some.
Because that is the most look at me too. Yeah, because it's
flashy.
Like,
it's flashy. It's like, look what I can do. I'm being exciting.
Why else would you play 5 colors if you didn't have a card in every color that's like, this is my favorite card, and I just wanted to show you my favorite card.
Look, I have a favorite card in every color, and I don't need them all to talk to each other.
That's right.
That's right, sweetie. That's
so nice.
Card.
Oh my god.
Don't mind me.
Oh my god. That's such a cute card. I'm exiling. Okay? Yeah? Yeah? Does it resolve? It's going to resolve because you don't have enough blue mana up, you frickin' dork. It resolves.
Yeah.
Learn to counterspell.
That was such a good, pretty card. Cutie.
I'm so sweet. You card. Even foiled it out.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm so proud of you.
Good job.
We're gonna exile it now though, and you're just gonna sit here and take whatever I have to offer. This is a really fun game, though.
Anyway, I'm swinging for lethal toxic. You thought you had 40 life. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't have any life.
5 color decks.
I'm thinking thoughts to say to 5 color players.
Oh my god.
That we cannot discuss live.
Yeah, I think blue-green, let's be real, blue-green is also, like, just very bottomy. It's super bottomy. It's so look at me. It's all, like, it's look at my pretty elves.
Yeah.
Look at my pretty
elves. Yeah, because you're, like, in blue-green, it's, like, you're elves with counter spells.
Yeah.
Like, what blue creatures, like, you're maybe playing some fairies for, like, support, but, like, what blue creatures, I mean... I guess you can ramp out some of the fish.
The Hullbreaker Horror is fun, because it's like every time you cast a spell, you remove a permanent from the battlefield.
Yeah,
but, like,
it's a good card.
It just literally sends it back to their hand. It's literally, can I have that again, please? That's what that, like, that's a bounce. Oh, you're going to bounce it back to my hand? Okay.
Yeah, no, and so it's like, cool. So my Oops All ETBs deck doesn't really, like...
It's literally like, can I have some more, please?
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, okay, it did get annoying when I was running Massacre Girl against that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, come on, let Phyrexian Arena resolve once. I'm trying to punch myself in the face for card draw here.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my good golly gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so there's like Hole Breacher. What is it? It's the something tide.
The Stormtide Leviathan?
Yeah. That's a good boy.
Yeah.
That's a good boy. That's
Yeah.
Okay, I guess there's some redeeming blue creatures.
There are. There are plenty of redeeming blue creatures. Blue creatures are like silly and chaotic.
The Sphinxes.
The Sphinxes. Yeah. Like, I mean, because you've got like all the like Leviathans and Leviathan adjacent things, and then you've got like the Sphinxes and stuff.
And Jin-Gitaxias. Oh, you can ramp out a Jin-Gitaxias pretty easily. Yeah, you can get the Core Augur out on like turn 4 or 5.
Yeah, but it's very much like it's not exactly designed to win, right? Blue-green is like designed to be like flavor.
It's designed to have win cons built into it, like Simic Ascendancy.
Yeah,
which is the worst card.
I mean, but literally, that's why things like Simic Ascendancy exist, because it's like. No, because like your red and white deck has an infinite combo like generating human tokens on like turn 5. So I need to just have like I guess I win. Like, you know, like I guess I win. Like I win. Thanks for the game.
Yeah. Cool, let's shuffle up and do this again sometime.
Yeah.
I won't play this card ever again. I will not stop being bitter about that card.
Okay, honestly,
I think it is bad design. I think that kind of a win condition is stupid.
So, yes. Although, hear me out.
No, I understand the necessity of it.
There is a necessity, and like to be honest, whenever I win with it, I've decided that whenever I win with it, I will just let the game continue as though I hadn't won.
Yeah, if you don't tell people that you've won with it.
It's like I won.
Thank
you for giving me this win. Now we can actually play Magic.
Yeah, like,
and you know.
But to me, then take the card out of your deck.
I like. Okay.
I think that's a waste in the 99. I think that's a waste in the 99.
Counterpoint.
If it's a card that you don't really like,
no.
Why is it there?
Why is it there? Okay, it is specifically because I'm a transgender woman. And I need these men who play Magic at the Magic shop to understand that I know more than they do. And I am better at Magic than they are. And that's what it is. It's like, I'm fucking good at Magic. Don't you ever dare question my ability just because of my gender. Okay? That is why it's there. And I feel that to be necessary because literally every single time that I lose, I get some unasked for lecture about how I can make my deck better. Like when I drew nothing but lands in my elf deck. This is why I just
Waymoed at the shop.
Like when I drew like nothing but lands in my elf deck, and I had some guy who's like, you have too many lands in there. I have 30. I have 30 lands in there. Don't you dare give me advice. What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
oh my god.
I know that is an optimized land. Like, yeah. Okay, so
that's for gender reasons. Okay. For the gender reasons, I keep the Simic Ascendancy in my deck.
And my counter argument, as a fellow transgender woman, I know you can play Magic better than this, sweetie. Please humor me by putting an actual fucking card in your deck. Like, play good. I know you can do it. Play good.
But I like my pretty elves.
Right, I'm telling you to play good. You can play fucking elves. Okay. You know what? That's the problem here. I'm sorry if this is just a bullying.
Oh my god, that's okay. I've been bullied before a lot on many different shows. You know, so like I'm pretty good at it, chat. I've got plenty of experience being bullied. Yeah. It doesn't faze me.
Jesus. Oh my god.
No, yeah, like, okay, but like, I think Izzet can have the same problem Mono Red has. It is either like the most selfish player, right, who is like just like there to win and not really play Magic.
Right. Well, because you're gonna do like Izzet Storm stuff usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. But like, okay, counter argument. You know what's really funny? Doing a combo storm where you're storming off with like brain freeze milling someone one turn and then emptying the Warrens the next.
Yeah.
And it's just like bing bang bing bang bing bang. Like, but that's, I guess, not quite what you're talking about.
Because I'm two different playstyles. It's just like Mono Red. Like, if you gotta get goofy with it, right? Like, you gotta get goofy. It's just general life advice, okay?
Yeah, get goofy with it.
You know, Like, like
Get goofy with it.
if you're of the top variety, just think about the bottoms for like a minute, okay?
Here's
you gotta get
here's what
goofy
you
and
should
playful
do.
with it.
Make sure they like it when you throw fire in your face.
Exactly. That's
Like,
it. Like,
and it's to give a little fire for the whole table. Sometimes hurt your own creatures. It's
Yeah.
fun.
like
Pyroclasm that shit.
getting demolished by 40 goblins is way more interesting and fun than you lava axe double casting 100 times.
I see you
Like-
understand how I spend my Saturday nights. Look, there's nothing more fun than getting demolished by 40 goblins.
Who doesn't want
Who's
that?
among us hasn't?
Who among us, isn't out here trying to get demolished
By 40
by
goblins.
40 goblins?
Oy
Real
my-
and true.
Real and true. So true, bestie.
That's right.
Oh, that's so right, chat.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Like black and white, we've already established is like very like dommy mommy. Like
I think Gruel is like the toppy way to play green.
100%.
Because, I mean, you're like, all of a sudden it's a bunch of like goblins that are getting gassed up by a couple we've got Guruk's Uprising on the field.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like a bunch of little 2/2, 3/3 trampler elves or goblins. And that's funny.
Literally.
That's
like,
funny.
Like green black
Oh, green black rocks.
is vigorous and persistent. Okay.
Green black
It is-
fucking
it is
rocks.
vigorous and
Oh my
persistent.
god. And
Like-
also has access to just like the fun. That's okay. I think that's because I've run more like green black graveyard shit than I have like mono black.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where the funny graveyard shit happens where it's like,
Oh,
oh, you
yeah.
think that's gone? You think that's gone? When this dies, it does like it splits off into a bunch of guys, and I'm just gonna bring this back.
Yeah, literally.
Like watch this. Like
Yeah, it's
God,
like if blue green is look at me, green black is
look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Oh no.
So if you're green black player, call me.
You have my number. You want to play against look, I'm a cute green black player. My favorite like current green black deck I have is Yargle and Multani because I don't think there's anything funnier that I can do than to smash you with a hammer and kill you with commander damage in like one turn.
Oh my god, yeah.
Loxodon hammer plus that's commander.
Yeah.
That's commander in one.
Yeah.
And there's nothing hotter than a frog with a gun.
Yeah, like, because that's the thing. There's two reasons to play Magic fast. One is to just be like, look at me, I won. I'm so proud of myself. I don't care about anybody else. And the other is because you just want to keep playing more games of Magic. You know what I mean? Like, you're like...
Frog on the floor, baby.
like
I need to put the what is it, like Colossus hammer, Colossal hammer.
Oh my god.
The one that gives your thing 10/10.
Yeah.
Or +10/+10.
Yeah.
Like I should add that to the frog. I mean, because currently the big one's the Loxodon hammer that we got, and I'm like, that's hot. But like, yeah, I just think that like, okay, and what else? There's blue white. Don't play blue white. Like, I mean, like, play if you want to be Staxy, play blue white. It's fun and cute. But like,
I don't even know. Like, blue white is one of those ones that like you'll occasionally see it do some sort of like weird trick that like combos to infinity. And
But
you're
usually
like, what exactly did I witness here?
But usually you're slowing the game down. You're doing blue white feels like cop colors.
Yeah, it is literally cop colors.
Like I do not care for it.
And it's like blue white is like the bratty bottom that nobody asked for.
Yeah, it's
right. Like
yeah, no, she's the persistent grinder girly that keeps like messaging you and is like, get over. And I'm like, no, why do you? No, I thought I blocked you.
literally, like, but hear me out. Throw a little green in there.
Okay, now we got ourselves a stew.
Yeah.
Like no, like
cooking with
inexplicably, then that becomes fun.
Green, white, blue is a switch, right?
Yeah, green, white, blue. Well, because all of a sudden, okay, you have actual creatures you can play.
Yeah, yeah.
And now like we can get silly with it. Green, white, blue get silly with it. Like, you know, I love Brenner Ginger Sculptor. I think does so many funny well, because he gives you can get graveyard shit now.
Yeah.
We got graveyard shit going. Like, what's better than that?
Yeah.
Like cards so nice for playing them twice.
Yeah, literally, exactly. And like green, white, blue, like you can do like a bunch of tokens if you really want. That's really fun.
Green, white, blue means we get to add Mondrak Glory Dominus to the party with like all of a sudden I can start green, white, blue lets me start doing counterspell shit while I let my giant Edifage combo off into Oblivion with Mondrak.
Yeah.
And look.
And you're like big green guys with lifelink, big green guys with the
big green guy. No, right? Like big green guys with trample who self-replicate when they hit you. And what's better than that? It's like green, blue, white changes. So if blue, white is cops, green, blue, white is just guys being dudes.
Yeah, it's just guys being dudes.
Guys being dudes.
And like,
and there's nothing better.
You gotta love that. You gotta love some guys being dudes.
I love when guys are just dudes.
Let's drop green though, and then add like red though.
Red can be fun.
Blue,
okay.
red, white.
Well, because then we get hasty tasty boys.
Yeah.
Like no, there's I like the new Aragorn card. Is a fun one.
Yeah, because like I'm thinking like with like because my go-to if I was gonna do like white and red immediately just that color combination demands token Jenny, and then blue is to like protect your little guys, right? And like
no, if we're doing white and red though, we gotta add black to it.
I mean that's like a whole different play style, right? Like that's because like if we're talking about like what would a blue, red, white sort of say about a person, and I feel like that is it can kind of go in any direction. It can kind of like fit whatever niche it really needs to be. Like you've got
it's very versatile.
It's very versatile. You can put creatures to match somebody's creatures. They're not going to be the biggest creatures, but like
no, but because you're adding. You have go wide with counter spells and fire in your face.
Yeah.
Like that's some nice shit. That's some nice shit. You can do some funny infinite combos probably.
Yeah.
You get a little tricksy with it. It's honestly to me like that's all of a sudden that becomes like. Is it with white weenies?
Yeah, I mean, because it
more really, than like
and throwing white weenies in is it turns it into I can respond to any type of situation. Like the win con isn't necessarily like going to be built into your deck so much as it is built into the fact that nobody's really gonna think that you are like the problem.
Yeah. Until you're the problem.
Until you're the problem.
Which is the counter to then doing black, white, red. You're the problem.
Yeah.
Like, because so many... Oh, my God. I love how many black, white, red cards are, like, built around, like, attack triggers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Because it's like, oh, I'm swinging. It's like, because it's like, I'm doing Rakdos shit with a white weenie go wide side quest.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Yeah.
Like, this is... that's not good.
Like, that is, like, every time you show up, like, to attack... like the party has grown more complicated. Like some like
Alicia who smiles at death, kids.
Like yeah.
If you haven't tried her, try her. She's a hoot and a half. Or Ishin
and black white
Twin
red
Heavens
isn't afraid of contraptions, right? The black white red you're gonna add a layer of contraptions in there.
Yeah.
You know, probably some sort of like black enchantment that does something wild, some white enchantment that does something wild, maybe even a red enchantment that does something even more wild, right?
Oh, like, if we're doing
Dictator of the Twin Gods.
Look,
like
I'm swinging with creatures, so like it's gonna be. That's one of the nice things about black, red, white is you're almost certainly showing up to swing. And I'd say that with a green, red, white as well. Like this is like we're here for combat. Like
yeah. And green, red, white, flying. Like flying is gonna be like it's like I'm gonna attack you in a way that you weren't expecting.
Green, red, white dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That hits like some good. Oh my gosh. Like I can't wait to put together. I want to rebuild Jetmir.
Yeah.
And have it's this cat just fucking loves dinosaurs. Like I want to put I just got the Galta with the vampire riding on it. I forget which. It's one of the March of the Machine cards. That like, oh my god, like that getting gassed up by Jetmir.
Yeah, yeah.
Given that freak vigilance double strike, like, oh god, it's gonna be chaotic, and we'll put one of my favorite dinosaurs, the rampaging Ferocidon.
Yeah.
In there because who needs to gain life? And maybe I think it's funny when everyone gets punched when a creature shows up. Maybe I should do an impact tremor so even when I get punched for a creature showing up, everyone else gets punched.
Yeah. I feel like we should judge the tribals too, to be honest. Like, I think the tribals also have, like, because, like, slivers, right? Let's be real. Bottom. Slivers bottom.
Yeah, no, creature type, like, does very much, like, dinosaurs, switch.
Yeah, 100%. Dinosaurs,
zombies, switch. Top.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Okay,
easily.
Goblins.
Goblins top, I think.
Goblins top. Phyrexians.
Phyrexians, like, Dom top, right? Like, that's the Phyrexians. Like,
yeah.
Phyrexians, they come with contraptions, right?
How about Merfolk?
Merfolk. Okay. Merfolk are a different type of Dom. But they are like they're like blue. Merfolk play very blue.
Yeah.
Even when they're not always blue, it is.
No, even when there is it, yeah.
It just always feels so blue playing against Merfolk. They're always doing something tricky. There's the counter spell where you like.
Also, lots of artifacts. Lots of artifacts.
Like
yeah, they're hot. Okay.
They got contraptions. They have the system.
Dimir fairies. That's
bottom. I like a Dimir fairies. It depends. There's two ways to build fairies, okay? There's look at my cute little guys, they're all friends with each other. But then there's like the more evil
Look at
fairies.
my cute little guys, they're all friends with each other and they have fucking knives.
And yeah, so like
you're gonna tell me Rankle, Master of Pranks is a bottom?
It depends, right? Because there's two ways to build fairies. Like, the pre-con fairy deck, I feel like is kind of, like, bottomy. Throw some enchantments in there that kind of change the dynamic of the game, and now all of a sudden...
Give a Bitter Blossom, and it's already different.
Yeah, a Bitter Blossom is already different. So, like you can play... Because, like, elves... Bottom. Right? Bottom.
So fairies
are kind of like elves, but they can also be... like, kind of
they're more elves who are far more interesting.
They're like halfway between elves and vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd say vampires are almost exclusively toppy.
Oh my god, yeah. Yes.
Angels play like vampires.
Yeah, angels play like vampires, so angels
Thopters.
All I have to go based off of with Thopters at this point is that I love Thopters. An Ornithopter does nothing and it's the perfect card and it's everything. Like, if you can somehow find a win with an Ornithopter, I
can find a win with an Ornithopter right here. Ornithopter, I run an Ornithopter in Satoru. I swing with that. No one's gonna block a 0 attacking creature. Flip that into Blightsteel. You're dead.
Yeah.
There's your fucking win.
I think ornithopters and like thopters in general, like, bottom. 100% bottom. Like, that's my opinion. Especially if you love like the how do we take this little tiny squishy little thing that just looks cute?
But there's more Thopters than just Ornithopter.
I know. That's fair. I think Thopters could play either way, because you could play like Is It Thopters, that's very much like a control deck.
Yeah.
But you can also just be like, look at my little artifacts, they do things. I have an ensnaring bridge to protect me so I can attack with my Ornithopter and turn it into a big guy, and nobody gets to attack but me, and then everybody's like,
oh, so nobody gets to attack but you don't realize that we have some response to that, and so your Ornithopter is just going to be an Ornithopter for the rest of the turn.
Or you could take advantage of the fact that they're fucking artifacts and start doing some artifact sacrifice thing and just start flinging them at people.
Yeah.
Look, there's a million ways to skin an ornithopter.
Yeah.
Like,
so I guess in that point it depends on like how you're playing. Because if you're like doing like the Eldrazi artifact thing, that's a whole different thing than just like, look at my silly little artifacts, they do silly things. Here's some enchantments to protect them, or here's some like other artifacts that like protect my.
Why would I protect 1/1s? Why would I ever protect 1/1s that I generate?
It's just a fun play strategy. I don't know.
I would
It's fun. I don't know. I'm gonna put down Ornithopter and the Rack and Possessed Portal, and I'm just gonna keep generating little 1/1 guys while everybody slowly dies.
Yeah, that's fun, but like, why would you protect them? Creatures are made to be turned left. Creatures go sideways.
That's why I say that Ornithopters can be very bottomy, like, because it's very much like, if you're just like, I have a bunch of chump blockers and that's it. I'm here to be swung at. My chump blockers are gonna block for me, and I'm just like,
at least put a freaking Anthem in there. So put some like, I don't know, like your Ornithopter deck. You can splash white in that. Put like the Virtue, whatever.
Loyalty, Virtue Loyalty,
yeah. Put that in there.
Even that's like a very like, at that point it is like, look at me, I've got this pretty Ornithopter. It's getting really big.
I want this in like an Ornithopter generator. Get 60 of these. They're flyers. Like, this is, I mean, it's angels with extra steps, but I respect this more because angels come out as 4/4s most of the time, and I'd rather have, like, I think it's funnier to turn a bunch of 1/1s into a bunch of 4/4s.
I mean, yeah, but like, I would posit to say that like a lot of the play strategies that build on like counters are like very bottomy in nature, like, and so it's not always true.
Not always
but
true.
like mono white, for example. There's a way to play mono white where you just got a Johnny, and Johnny comes with a bunch of little cat boys. And, like, that's it. It's just a Johnny, a bunch of little cat boys. Like, can that deck win? Can that deck swing and be aggro? It can be, but also, like, Johnny and the cat boys is kind of a bottomy deck. Like,
I will never understand defense. I think that's what this comes down to, is I don't like playing defensively. It's boring.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why I top.
I don't know. I don't know if Chad has figured out anything about us during this
this totally not revealing
not
episode
revealing at all.
My deck can beat up your deck.
Yeah.
I think our decks should fight.
My God. Oh my God.
I mean, I think that does it for this episode.
I think that does it. I think that closes it off. And like, I don't know, if you're a mono red player, think about the way you're playing mono red.
Do it correctly and it's fun.
Do it wrong and nobody want to play with you.
When in doubt, be a red terror.
Bye bye.